Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Milton Fonko. Thank you so much for joining. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so at the notification bell. Thank you so much. In today's video, I'm going to talk about tuition fee payment in Northern Cyprus Universities and also best countries to study in Europe for free, if not free, but less tuition. So now, in Northern Cyprus, there are a couple of things you need to know. First of all, you need to do an admission. I already talked about the admission part and the documents you need in order to get an admission. You will get a conditional offer, you will get an unconditional offer, then you will need to do a tuition deposit. After you do the tuition fee deposit, all the documents will come to you, then you will now move to your desired university. For Cameroon students and other countries in Africa and some countries in Asia and Europe, you don't need a visa to go. Check if you are among the countries. Now, when you are at your desired university, you will be required to do a registration, and during the registration period, you are also requested to add some money into your school account. Now, the money you are adding into your school account is still part of your school fees, but what is needed is that there are desired programs with various tuition fees. Like, for example, if you're a bachelor's degree student, you are required to pay each semester at least 1,500 to 2,000 euros every semester. And for bachelor's degree students, they are required to spend at least 3.5 years, which is equivalent to like 7 or 8 semesters. So, but for master's degree students, the maximum you can spend is 2.5 years. Some do their masters for 1 year, for 1.5 years, others do it for 2 years. So it depends on which one you choose. Now, if you decide to do a bachelor's, your tuition fee will go as follows. You are required every semester to pay a tuition of 1,500 euros. But at the end of the day, you might spend close to 2,000 euros. So in 1 year, you will be spending close to like 4,000 euros, which is 2 semesters. So at the end of the program, you will be spending like 16,000 euros, 12 to 16,000 euros, which is relatively not that much compared to Canada and other European countries. Now, for master's degree students, it is different. For master's programs in Northern Cyprus, you are only paying per course. What they are doing is that as a master's student, you will pay like 368 euros per course because you don't pay per semester. Masters in Northern Cyprus is offered according to the number of courses. That is, for the master's program, you will be given at least 7 courses to do, a seminar and a thesis. So at the end of the program, you will be charged. You will be charged according to what you have done. And in some cases, some master's degree students are given what is called foundation courses. So if you have been given a foundation course or have been given like 2 or 3 foundation courses, one foundation course in that country is 150 euros. A seminar is 150 euros. Your thesis will be 1,250 euros. Then you sum everything together according to the number of courses you have done, which I presume is 7 master's degree courses for those doing the thesis. But for those who are offering the project, who wants to do the project and not the thesis, they are given 10 master's degree courses to do alongside if any foundation course was added. So that is how the tuition is distributed in Northern Cyprus. Now, there are some other countries in the European Union, especially, which are free tuition. 1. Norway. Norway is free tuition for both the European Union nationals and international students, I mean students from Africa. So the only thing you need to apply for a Norwegian university is 1. Your documents should be in order. 2. After you are offered the position to study, you need to deposit a sum of about, I think it's close to like 30 to 35 euros in order to secure your position. After that, you apply at their various diplomatic offices and move to Norway because African students need visas to go to Norway. Then, the only difference is that Norway is relatively expensive compared to some European countries like Germany. Like in the city of Oslo, it is very expensive to live in, especially for students. Now, the second example is Germany. Germany is also a country, a very highly industrialized country in the European Union. So, in order to get an admission in Germany, you need first your documents and you also need an application fee. The German application fee is usually 75 euros for one program, but if you want to do any additional program, you are like 1 or 2, you will add an additional 30 euros or 35 euros or so. So after your admission, all you need is to apply for your desired visa and you move to Germany. Germany is relatively cheap in terms of feeding, especially in the city of Berlin compared to Munich, Munich and Hamburg, because the cities do vary. So that is the difference between the two. Now, there is another country called Austria. Austria is a highly industrialized country too, with a lot of international students studying there, but it is not free like Norway and Germany. In Austria, European Union nationals pay like 350 euros to study every semester and every year rather, and the international students pay like 800 to 900 euros every semester, every year. So that is how the distribution goes. There is another country which is relatively easy and cheap to live in. It is called Poland. In Poland, you can study. They have very good varieties of universities in Warsaw, in Krakow, and the rest. But in Poland, the living expenses there is relatively low compared to the Germany and Norway. So, and there in Poland, tuition fee also is somehow low, because in 1 year you will be required to pay like 2,000 euros for your program, especially for the master's degree students, for internationals, and for the European students too. So it is somehow relatively cheap to study in Poland than in Germany and Norway. Then also there is another country, Belgium. Belgium is not that cheap compared to the first two countries I mentioned, because in Belgium you will need to apply also to get an admission. After the admission, you organize yourself and move to Belgium. At your desired university, you will be required to also pay some token or an amount of money, maybe equivalent to like 1,000 euros. It depends on the university. Universities in Brussels are like 1,000 euros and above. There is one in Ghent which is like 900 euros and above. So it depends on the program you are studying too. Again, there is another country, France. France is also a good country to study, especially for the international students, but you will be required to pay like 2,000, 3,000 or 4,000 euros if you are doing a bachelor's or a master's degree in France. Some other students will choose to go to Czech Republic. It depends on what program you want to study and your desired destination. There is another country too. It's called Hungary. Hungary is also a country in the European Union. So most students will also choose to go to Hungary than France. It also depends on what you want to do with your life and the desired program you intend to do. Again, if you choose to go to Sweden, Sweden is somehow relatively expensive for international students. The reason is that before it was free for international and European Union students, but nowadays it is no more free. As a European Union national, you are required to pay maybe less amount of money, but for us, the international students, at times, tuition fee in Swedish universities, they will rise to like 90,000 euros. But in that case, Sweden have an advantage, because there are a list of scholarships that after the admission, you can apply for a scholarship. And Sweden is somehow organized and is advantageous in the sense that you can apply for up to like 5 programs. They have a specialized web page, or let me say a specialized website, which is run by the Swedish government, that is controlling the admission process. So in that case, you pay your application fee. After the admit, you apply for like 5 programs, then they will decide which is suitable for you according to your documents. Then if you are chosen, you can now organize to move to Sweden. But in certain cases, their tuition is usually very high, as I said, for us, the internationals. So you will decide on what to do. You can still apply for a scholarship, because if you are given a scholarship, your tuition might be reduced from like 90,000 to like 30,000 euros. It depends on what you are studying and which university you are also studying. Then in a country like Greece, Greece is also a good country to study for international students, but it is not free as we thought. So those are some of the things we need to know. So in my next video, I'm going to be talking about how application works, application, how to get an admission, what documents you need, what is required, the duration, and when to apply in a German institution. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, go down to the subscribe button, you subscribe and also like. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.